Truck 80, Medford Tower. The aircraft appears to have crashed over by the Subaru Chevron dealer, approximately 1 mile from the airport due south.
What's up, guys, and welcome to ATC Point of View. If you're new to the channel, my name is Lex, and thanks for joining me. This incident happened on December 5th, 2021, near Medford Airport in Jackson County, Oregon. The weather conditions were very poor. The reported ceiling was about 200 feet, with the tops 2,500. So let's check it out.
At Medford Ground, Navajo 64 Bravo Romeo at Jet Center. We're ready to taxi for departure on 14.
Navajo 64 Bravo Romeo, Medford Ground, runway 14, taxi via Alpha.
14 taxi via Alpha for 64 Bravo Romeo.
Navajo 64 Bravo Romeo, advise tower when ready for departure.
Roger, we'll advise when ready for departure. I'm going to do a run up down there, 64 Bravo Romeo.
Medford Tower, Skywest 3937, ILS 14.
Skywest 3937, Medford Tower, runway 14, clear land.
Clear land 14, Skywest 3937.
Tops reported 2,500, bases at minimums.
Medford Tower, Navajo 64 Bravo Romeo is first up and ready to go at Alpha 6 for runway 14 departure.
Navajo 64 Bravo Romeo, Medford Tower, hold short, runway 14, landing traffic.
Roger, and I have the traffic on final, 64 Bravo Romeo.
Navajo 64 Bravo Romeo, read back, hold short instructions with call sign, please.
Roger, hold short for 64 Bravo Romeo.
Skywest 3937, turn right Alpha 3, taxi the terminal via taxiway Alpha, monitor ground point 8, good evening.
Alright, Alpha 3, Alpha to terminal, point 8, Skywest 3937, and that was right at minimum.
There was 3937, Roger, thanks. Navajo 64 Bravo Romeo, Medford Tower, runway 14, clear for takeoff, Brute 7 departure.
Roger, 64 Bravo Romeo. Cleared for departure, Brute 7 departure, 64 Bravo Romeo, 14. Medford Tower, 64 Bravo Romeo is off. Will you be calling my turn for the Brute 7?
Navajo 64 Bravo Romeo, negative, just fly the SID as published. Navajo 64 Bravo Romeo, you're going to make a right turn, climbing, and overfly the NDB or the approach end of runway 14, which of course you can't see. So it's the NDB, using the NDB or your GPS, and then proceed to Brute intersection, and then proceed to Links, and then on course.
Roger, 64 Bravo Romeo.
Low altitude alert. Navajo 64 Bravo Romeo, check your altitude immediately. Medford Altimeter 3039er, your altitude indicates 1,700. Navajo 64 Bravo Romeo, are you on top? Navajo 64 Bravo Romeo, Medford Tower, how do you hear? Truck 80, Medford Tower. The aircraft appears to have crashed over by the Subaru Chevron dealer, approximately 1 mile from the airport due south.
Truck 80, roger that. What type of aircraft, please?
Truck 80, it was a Navajo, PA-31. As far as I know, there was only one person on board, but I can't verify that.
Roger that, thank you.
So before we get into the pilot's actual flight track, let's take a look at what he was expected to do. This is the Brute 7 departure for Medford Airport. This is also referred to as a SID, which stands for Standard Instrument Departure Route. If you're not familiar, a SID is basically a standard route for departures that's published, like the one you see here, to help facilitate and improve the flow of traffic departing while avoiding conflict with other traffic around the airport. This helps ATC tremendously, especially when they're very busy, because instead of vectoring each aircraft individually, the pilots will just fly the published routes on their own until they get further instructions from ATC. After departing off runway 14, the pilot was expected to make a right turn towards the Medford NDB. He doesn't necessarily have to follow this semicircle line to a T, it's just there as a visual representation. However, he does have to abide by this climb restriction because it gets him above all the arrivals landing on runway 14 and also protect for any go-arounds. Once he gets to the Medford NDB, he's supposed to go to Brute and then continue on to Lynx. So depending on traffic, a pilot won't necessarily have to fly the entire SID. Sometimes the departure controller will take them off the SID and put them on their flight plan route and save time. And I know it's hard to see because of how they're depicted on this chart, but these fixes aren't that close together. And as a lot of pilots will tell you, a lot of them are 20 plus miles apart. So the sooner that ATC can get them on course, the better. And they save a lot of fuel and time as well. Now, looking at the pilot's ADS-B track, he departs off runway 14, and as soon as he's airborne, he's confused on whether or not he's able to turn on his own for the SID, or if he has to wait for ATC to give him instructions to turn. But the air traffic controller clears it up for him, and as he starts turning, he gets to about 1,950 feet, about here, but starts descending to about 1,650 feet. And I'm assuming that this is when the air traffic controller gave him the low altitude alert. Like I stated in the beginning, the reported ceiling over the airport was overcast at 200 feet, with tops at 2,500. So it is possible that the pilot became spatially disoriented while trying to figure out the SID and flying the aircraft at the same time. And with no visible horizon because of the weather, his instruments would have been his only indication for proper orientation. If you're a pilot and you can elaborate more on this, or if you've been spatially disoriented before, go ahead and share your thoughts in the comments. As the aircraft continues, it descends to 1,350 feet, but then quickly climbs back up to 2,050 feet in a continuous right turn until it crashed right about here. There were 2 souls on board, and unfortunately, they were both found deceased. And it is possible that the pilot may have had a mechanical issue right after takeoff and he was not able to save the aircraft, but it's unclear because the investigation is still ongoing. However, in the NTSB preliminary report, there was a statement that said that the aircraft, when he came to Medford Airport just a few weeks earlier, after he landed, he noticed that there was a large amount of fuel leaking from the right wing of the aircraft. So he went to the FBO and scheduled to have it looked at, and the issue was fixed. So this was his first flight after the aircraft got fixed. I'm not sure if it's connected or not to the crash, but let me know what you guys think in the comments. Appreciate you for watching this video all the way to the end. As always, peace.